Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to April. We are kicking off craft club kits for Spellbinders 2024. And I have got the large die of the month here, and it is beautiful. I am on pins and needles. Okay, maybe I'm just doing a pun there, but this is the pins and needles jar for the Spellbinders clubs this month for April. It is this right here, and to me this doesn't really do it justice, but you know, it's just a rendering. There's so much you could do with this, guys. This is like a little canning jar. And it's got a little top to it, and then the rim like for a canning jar on it, so it's like a pin cushion on top. Then it has all of these sewing elements in it, from the floss to the buttons to the thimble and your antique scissors and your floss and your the add-on for the floss, the safety pins, the needles, the pins. It has the string to go in the needle. It has everything you can think of. So look at this bad boy. Look at the size of this jar. I am loving the vessels that they keep giving us to put things in and to design around. This could even, and I almost did this, but I decided not to because I wanted something laying outside the jar. So this could be a top folding shaped card. Easy peasy. Just cut two of these, score across the top right here on one of them, fold it, score it both ways, glue across the top, put the other one on top of it, create yourself a hinge. You've got a top folding card. Easy peasy, because there's no die cut here. This does not cut out. This is what you have when you die cut. There are little slits in it just for detail, but there's no die cutting out of the center. So you can just score across here, like maybe, or you could even do it right across the middle here. Score with your scoreboard, fold it both ways, glue this one to that top flap, and then it's going to open top and bottom. And you've got yourself an adorable canning jar style shaped card. Adorable. I'm sure you're going to see makers doing that. So that is my first extra idea here. We're not doing that today, but I wanted to make sure I pointed that out to you because that is definitely something this is going to be perfect for. And you can do that with so many other things in it besides sewing stuff, right? Because it's a canning jar. So, I mean, it's got the actual metal rim that goes around here. And all you'd have to do is snip that top piece off. And voila, you've got your canning jar. And it even has the die here if you wanted to use the die to cut it off. If you wanted to use that, you could cut it off like that, and it would be your canning jar. Ta-da! So, the sky's the limit. So, but we are going to use a little piece of gingham, and we are going to add, look, I got my tweezers, I remember this time. We are going to add a piece of gingham up here on top and make our little pin cushion. Now, I'm using some Cartabella paper from scrapbook.com. It's I believe it is the Here Comes Spring collection and possibly some of Here Comes Easter collection. Both of them were bought pretty recently, and they're probably both still available over on scrapbook.com. If they are, I will link them down below for you. But check it out. Isn't that adorable? And I decided to go with this light green, which is also from the pattern paper. See, the pattern paper is gorgeous. It almost hurt me to use the green side. But I thought a lot of people use light blue for glass, but I know there is a light green jar color also. So I thought I would do a light green colored jar. And I thought it would just be a little different. So I saw this peachy color and I thought, oh, isn't that cute? So we're just going to be a little different. And we're just going to build our jar today together. So let's do that, shall we? Now, this is a new item coming to the store on the 6th for club members. These are refillable little bottles that are perfect. And they have a fine tip nozzle. This nozzle here does not come with the pin. The pin is something I added myself, but it fits perfectly and it still holds the lid. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. No, I'm going to do this one first since it's the top. I'm actually filming these videos a little out of order. So I used this glue in my small club video previously, which you'll probably see next. So I'm doing them a little out of order. But, so this is the second time I'm using this. But for the first video, my first try with it, I really do enjoy using this. It's really nice. So far, so good. I like the small size of it compared to my Barely Art glue. Super cute. So I'm using kind of a brushed gold there. So it kind of looks antique-y, like a, you know, a mason type jar would. Then I've already glued this one, and this is the bobbin, and then this thread only fits perfectly one way. So just realize that it is directional when you go to glue it. Go. Place it right down there. And it just looks like that string is wrapped around there. Now something else you could do if you wanted to jazz this up just a little bit more is you could actually take some of your DMC thread and actually wrap it around that before you place it down. If you did that, I would probably do 3 of these bobbins and then wrap some thread around there. And that would be really cute too on your card. I'm going to do a couple of those probably in here, in the jar. That's what I was thinking. Then these antique scissors. Oh my goodness. These have stolen my heart. Look at the detail. And I've looked up antique scissors online, and there's so many combinations of different metals, and I've just been having fun with my colors. You can, you know, get them where they're antique silver and antique gold and bronze, and you know, some of them are really just burnished in colors, and they're just really interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and make them have shiny blades and more bronzy handles on this pair. So go ahead and get the filigree part, and it lays on top of the silver right here. like so. Isn't that realistic? Isn't that cool? Now, my little dots have not come out yet, so I think rather than embellish, I might just go ahead and tape them in. My other pair that I made previously, I'll sneak my card here and show it to you. I'll give you a sneaky peeky. Sneaky peeky. You'll have to come back and watch the video though. But I'll show you my other pair. I think I have it right here next to me. But let's just add a little piece of tape in here, and we will tape those guys in there. And let's see here. Get my little shears, and we will cut that adhesive off so people don't see that I did that. It'll just be our little secret, okay? Shh, our little secret. Just us. Secret between friends. You'll keep a secret, right? Look at that. It looks like that little screw is in there. Too cute. Okay, let me show you my other pair real quick. I think my card is right here. Yes. Okay. You ready? I don't even make this card in the video, so don't tell anybody. Okay, I'm going to cover up the bottom because the bottom is the secret. Okay, look at my other pair. I used gray, and then I used, I don't know if you can see that or not, right there. I used brushed silver on that one, and then I embellishment up, you saw my little secret. Then I embellished it with a couple little silver pearls on there, a small and a larger one, to make my scissors. So you see, you can do it any way you want, and you see the wax seal is even stitching. Isn't it cool? And you're so amazing. One of the sentiments, that's one of the glimmer sentiments. And then I used this Spellbinders glitter paper for the thread there. Okay, that's enough peeking. That's enough peeking. No more peeking. Stop. Okay. So we got our threads, and I'm going to lay this on the outside. So we're just going to decorate the inside of our jar now. So let's see what else we have here. We have safety pin, and we have a button. So we could actually put those in each other if we wanted to. Wait a second, let's go this way, maybe. Because then that could go like there. And then we got the little thimble. Look at the little details of the thimble. Isn't that cute? I used brushed silver on that one. I've used shiny silver on the safety pins. So we could do the safety pin, maybe, let's see, maybe over here. And then I've got another little button. I didn't want my jar too full, so that's why I've done it a little more sparing. I didn't want it to look over full, so we could put the needle right there. Then we're going to put some pins in the top, like so. And I got one of each of our colors, like that. Something like that. So here's our card base. So let me go ahead and glue this card base. You know what I might do is I might open up my Barely Art glue now to a larger tip and use it as the larger tip now, so that I have the smaller tip one. Now that I have that, I'll put it on this brushed gold, which is what I did the top of the bottle in, or the jar in. And just move that in place. Luckily on mirror card or metallic foil, you have a little more wiggle room. There we go. Then I'll put that on there. And I'll grab my larger bottle of Nuvo. It'll just make it a little quicker. Here. Because it doesn't have a fine tip on it. There we go. And I'll put this on here. Now this is the 2D embossing folder of the month. And it is called Faux Stitched Petal. It is very pretty. It is also extremely pretty on the other side as well. It's definitely one you can go both ways. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adhere these down. I think I'm just going to adhere things down straight on. There we go. So tell me, is there anything that you're thinking about doing with this jar? Give me your ideas down in the comments below. What are you thinking? I definitely can see canning stuff for sure. I know canning is really big. I have a friend that does major canning. She gardens and she just does a whole bunch of canning. This is just so cute. These open safety pin. I just do a little line there. And when I started crafting, I started as a cross stitcher. True story. My sister taught me when I was about 12 years old. And I've been crafting ever since. So stitching is near and dear to my heart. Always will be. So let's see, I think I like that. And then we'll put this little guy right down here. Now if you wanted a little more dimension on these, you could cut these a couple times and add them on top of each other. But with the foil, I find they still have dimension to them because the foil is so dimensional. So then we're going to put our little jar over here to the side. And I thought I would lay the scissors here. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of put the scissors here because I want the scissors, besides the jar, I want the scissors to be the star of the show. I really love these scissors. Just get that little extra die cutting off the edge there. But I just so love these scissors. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I think, do I want to pop this up? And how tall are these going to go up? Because I could actually tuck those under there so they look like they're sticking in. I think I might do it like that rather than have them poke just on top. I think I like that. Super cute. Now I have the gold. I have 1 gold and 2 silver. So I'm going to put the gold one in the middle. I think I like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down first. And at first I didn't realize that these were pins because the little die for the top part of the pin is actually hooked to the button. If you look at the die, it's hooked here to the button, this piece right here. And I didn't see it. I saw this die. Let me show you the die that does the pin and the needle. I saw this die and I thought, we've got a large eye needle and we got a small eye needle. And I didn't even realize that this was the pin. And we needed to put the head of the pin on. So when you get it, that's what it's all about. It took me a moment. Sometimes it takes me a moment. So that's okay. There we go. Let's put this pin here. And we'll put this one over here. And we will have our 3 pins down. There we go. Then we'll have our pin cushion. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Do I want to pop this up? I don't think I do because I want that to look like they're in the pin cushion. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this straight down to the embossing folder. I'm going to be generous because this is going into a dimensional background. Let me do a little extra along the top there. Okay. Make sure it's straight along the right side there. Okay, I'm going to hook my little needle. And do we want some thread on our needle? Is the needle gonna show? Let's see. Yeah, the needle shows pretty well. So I can grab some floss from, let's see, that's not the right color. Let's see what I got here. Let me grab my box, and see if I have anything in here that would correspond with that. Do I have any kind of coral or a peach, but that wouldn't really look right. I don't really have one. Well, let's see if I can get this lighter of this. That would work. Okay. So let me just cut a piece of that off. It's nice to have ombre because then you get the best of both worlds when you need it. Okay, so I am going to just double this. I did this in another card. So I'm going to double this like so. And I'm going to thread the needle. with both of these. Okay, let me get my tweezers. This might take a second. It's worth it, I promise. Okay. So get them through there. Then get that open again. And then just go these two tails through that one and pull gently so that it looks like your needle is threaded. So then when I hook this on here, then we can decide how long we want it. So we'll put it up here. Whoops, gotta hold that down for a second. A little excess glue, went a little crazy there. Okay, I'm holding out that button for something. So let's go ahead and put our scissors in place. Okay, put my scissors like right there. So cute, oh my goodness. And then we'll take this and we'll cut it like there. And our needle is threaded like so. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? Now I'm going to wait to put a sentiment on that, I think, because I didn't have one prepared. And I want to look at all the sentiments and decide, do I want to put that button in there? Do I want that button in there? It does kind of tie all the colors together. I don't know. Do we want a button down here? Kind of gets lost. Do we want that button down there? In the jar? Out of the jar. It's kind of cute out of the jar, actually. I had a yellow button, but I couldn't find it. It went missing. So, I don't know. You tell me. Button or no button? Button or no button? So make sure you join my Facebook group. It's called Heartfelt Card Making with Spellbinders and More over on Facebook. I'd love to have you if you're not already a member. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one, my friends. I will have 3 or 4 more club videos this coming up week. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.